What's up, YouTube? So this is going to be pretty much an FYI, you know, directed toward the light-skinned, mixed, and biracial women. And the FYI is brown-skinned and dark-skinned men don't really protect or care about light-skinned, mixed, and biracial women. All right. And on the surface, you may be like, it doesn't seem. It seems like they really, like them, and protect them and care about them. On the surface, it does, but you know, let's dig a little deeper here, though. All right. First and foremost, these brown-skinned and dark-skinned men don't care about themselves, and they can't protect themselves. Again, the colorist ones. I'm talking about colorist ones here. All right. Um, so how could they care about and protect you, and why would they when they don't care about and protect themselves? They're waiting for brown-skinned and dark-skinned women to care about and protect them, which they usually do, right? While they just continue to chase after you, right? And for the brown-skinned, dark-skinned women, that ain't a good look. That ain't really a good look. That ain't making you look good. And as well, unfortunately you're low-key playing into that masculine stereotype, right? Just putting it out there, not trying to be shady, all right? And also, like, colorist, brown-skinned, and dark-skinned men are, as a collective, and just individually even, are like the weakest niggas in the community, honestly. I mean, who cling on to their media and, promotion, their media image and promotion for dear life, because that's pretty much all they got really going for them, and their weakness is demonstrated and becomes very noticeable when they start projecting onto brown-skinned and dark-skinned women, right? They project the way that they feel about themselves and their blackness on the brown-skinned and dark-skinned black women, right? Even when they see a confident, beautiful brown-skinned, dark-skinned black woman, they get triggered by that, and they're like, you can't be brown-skinned, can't be dark-skinned, and a woman, and be confident and beautiful. I gotta set you straight, right? And I've heard a few brown-skinned and dark-skinned women kind of say that too, where it's like, low-key, feel like the black men, the brown-skinned, dark-skinned black men be feeling some type of way when they're confident, let alone like the women, the non-black and non-dark-skinned women, right? But that's a whole nother story, though. But yeah, they often project on the brown-skinned and dark-skinned women, while chasing, they project onto those women. Then they also try to project onto the light-skinned, mixed men, right? That, you're weak, feminine, bitch made, y'all know the whole story, right? They love to push that narrative too, right? With the whole light-skinned dude memes. Who the hell is thinking about another nigga that much to make a meme about him anyway? Another group of men about, like, what nigga is thinking about a whole nother group of men that much to make a meme about them anyway, or to make memes about them anyway? When they, love to push that, bullshit narrative of light skin being feminine, right? But, I think we low-key know why they like to push that narrative. We know what bullshit they really on, right? But I ain't gonna take the video there. I ain't even trying to go down that road, all right? Let's just go down the road we've been on, all right? But what you will see play out is, these brown-skinned and dark-skinned black men, they care about and protect their access to the light-skinned, mixed, and biracial women. but they don't actually care about and protect them, right? Because they want to be able to be with the light-skinned, mixed, and biracial women without being sellouts, without there being some sort of a barrier, without being shamed, being able to take her home to meet their family, being able to bring her to the cookout, have kids with her, marry her, this, that, and the third, right? And they don't want nobody getting in their way of that. You know? And of course, these, dumb, desperate, you know, mediocre, basic, especially light-skinned, mixed, and biracial women be getting gassed up on that, right? They be thinking they're like, the special piss-colored snowflake, right? You know, because this shit-colored man wants, is, going so hard for you, so you think, but really going hard for his access to you, right? Piss and shit. That's why you guys make such a good couple right there. A piss-colored trick with a shit-colored nigga. The colorless ones, of course. No shade. But when it comes down to really caring about and protecting light-skinned, mixed, and biracial women, they tend to make the same excuses that they make when it comes to, not protecting the brown skin and dark skin black women. It's always some type of excuse. Yeah, always some type of excuse, right? But again, like I said in the beginning, they don't care about or protect themselves. So why would they do those things for you, light skin, mixed, and biracial women? But then again, I think that, there's some sort of an issue at play when it comes to mixed and biracial women that often goes over people's heads and that no one ever wants to clock and call out for some reason. And when there's some brown skin and dark skin women who do it, but when they do it, they get shamed for it. People go in on them, right? So because of that, they tend to just let it go. And I can understand, because it's like so many different people coming at you, and it's just like, what's the point, right? But the crazy thing is, and the fucked up thing is, these brown skin and dark skin men be on the same shit that these brown skin and dark skin women be on when it comes to trying to call shit out, right? Like if they feel like a light skin mixed or biracial dude is getting more attention than them, they're gonna call that out and shame it. Put them to shame. Like, oh, oh, you just self-hating. You just want some light-skinned mixed babies. You just don't like your brown skin. Don't like your dark skin, huh? Like these dudes are like the most jealous, bitter, and insecure bitch-ass niggas in the community. Honestly. Honestly, I think they are way worse than the brown skin and dark skin women. Honestly, and I think part of it is because no one ever checks them for it. No one ever calls them out. No one ever clocks it, right? It's because it's just so normalized, right? And oddly enough, despite all this bullshit, I feel like light-skinned, mixed, and biracial men have, light-skinned, mixed, and biracial men and brownish, dark-skinned men actually have a good rapport with each other, honestly, despite all the bullshit, right? Because I think light-skinned and mixed and biracial men tend to just be the bigger person about it, usually, and not really, try and just take things like personal and the heart and, be emotional about it, despite popular belief, right? But when it comes to the rapport that brown skin and dark skinned women have with light skinned, mixed, and biracial women, I feel like they do have a good rapport, but I feel like it could probably be a little better. And I feel like the problem is, I feel like when they have their issues, I feel like low-key, these brown skin and dark skinned men always want to jump in the issues when it comes to the women's issues for some reason. Notice that. Notice that usually when the guys having issues, usually the women just stay out of it, or either the brown skin, dark skin women will support their brown skin, dark skin male counterpart. So either they just at worst will just stay out of it, or either they'll support them, right? But notice when the brown skin, dark skin women are having issues with the brown, light skin, mixed and biracial women. Notice who jumps in the middle of it usually. Brown skin and dark skin men. And notice whose side they tend to be on, right? Thus creating animosity, right? And like furthering a divide, furthering division, perpetuating more animosity between the two, right? Because he needs to really be on the brown skin, dark skin women's side, not the light skin, mixed and biracial women's side. So right there, like these niggas, for some reason, always want to jump in the middle of female shit. You know? Like some fucking Mean Girls from high school or some shit. Like we on the 2018 reboot of Mean Girls or some shit. Like I said, there's some low-key gender role confusion at play in the black community, as I have mentioned many a times. But also, just a few names to throw out there, like as far as like examples of light-skinned mixed biracial women not receiving protection, right, from dark-skinned, brown-skinned men. Okay, Corinne Gaines, all right, she was light-skinned and she was a victim of police brutality. You didn't see too many brown-skinned, dark-skinned men really going to bat for Corinne Gaines like that, right? Zaza Ali, right? I think a brown skin or dark skinned man even doxed her, I believe. And I don't even know why that is, other than just trying to push for, black male accountability, maybe. To be fair, I'm not quite sure of the issues there, but did brown skin and dark skinned men really go hard and jump to her defense like that? I don't know. Heck, China Fox, Rebel Fox, aka, I think it was probably some brown skinned, dark skinned men who were calling her out on, for used to being, because she used to be a swirler, even though she was pretty open about her swirling past, honestly. Like, she spoke about that before. She has spoken about that before. And I don't really watch Rebel Fox like a lot, aka China Fox. I don't really watch her like a lot. But I did remember her mentioning that. So I'm like, how is this news? Like, I've been knew this, right? Heck, even like Beyonce, right? When Beyonce had, performed at the Super Bowl and performed Formation and, giving a salute to the Black Panthers and all that stuff. And, white people got upset, and was talking about boycotting and all that stuff and, not providing Beyonce with security and stuff. I didn't really see the collective of brown skin and dark skinned black men really coming to jump to Beyonce's defense. I will say, like, the Nation of Islam did offer Beyonce some security at her concerts. Although I think like the Nation of Islam tend to be like a lot of light skinned dudes anyway. But to be fair, there's some brown skinned dudes in there. So I guess we can kind of, give you a little something there. All right. But yeah, long story short, the light skinned mixed biracial chicks aren't winning as much as you think they are winning. I guess just throwing that out there to the brown skin and dark skinned women who may sometimes be feeling a certain way about, how things play out and go down in this community, right? But long story short, they ain't really getting much more than what you're getting, at least as a collective, right? But again, black people tend to be satisfied by crumbs anyway. They get full off of crumbs, as fucked up as that sounds. So I don't know. All right. I don't know. It may be enough for everybody. It may be good for everybody in the black community. I don't know. But let me know what you think. And let me know what you think in the comments section here. All right. Until the next video, adios and goodbye for now.